Hello, everybody. This is Mia with Chalk with Mia. I'm so excited to say I am in my new craft room. I am so excited. I now actually have a dedicated space. The table is the same. I stole my kitchen table. We just got a new one and put it in here. And I actually have storage right next to me. I don't know if maybe I can show you guys around. This is how excited I am. So let me see if I can do this. See if I can go straight. So I have storage here. I have a little space over here to take photos. And then hopefully I won't make you guys too dizzy. I have this storage bin, industrial shelving and stuff right next to me. I am super excited. I got to figure out how to get this done right. So I want people to join in, say hello if you're here, and let me know that you're here. But yeah, I was so excited. I was joking with my husband that I wanted to have a she shed. And then we started joking about, I would send pictures of craft rooms and stuff. And so we had this room as our office, but we really weren't using it like we should have. Just ended up cluttering up paper and stuff. So he kind of said he had an idea in his head and said turn this into a craft room. That way I'm not messing up the kitchen so much. I can still be downstairs with my family, and yeah, so I can have my own little space, which is fantastic. Hey Babette, hey Brenda, hey guys, hey Christy Lynn, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a minute or two since I've been on a live. I've been a little crazy with work, and I did just a tiny little tour. I have my own craft room. I'm so excited. So this is my first live from this space. And so now I don't have to dirty up the rest of my house as much. I still use the kitchen to dry some of my transfers and stuff, but super, super excited. My husband even set up a webcam and a little laptop, and I even have cable TV in here. I said, honey, I may never leave this room, but anyway, so I'm super excited. So I wanted to do a project tonight, a fairly quick one, hopefully. And as people are joining us, I'll give a couple minutes. Thanks for the hearts. I'm so excited. But show you a couple of projects I've been working on today while we're waiting for some people to join. So I did this one of the discount bins of one of the big retailers, and it's got these little gold specks behind it. So I did the craft room doesn't help with my spatial skills. So I did she leaves a little sparkle where she goes, and I put glitter. Hey, Caitlin. I put a little glitter on the sparkle. So Babette, I'm putting together a craft room, but not as nice. Oh, thanks, Babette. It's a like a little sitting room in our house. So it's not really large, but yeah, I mean, it's mine. So it doesn't matter. As long as it's yours and you make it yours, it'll be fantastic. All right, so I also did this one. So I have somebody who contacted me that wanted me to make some burp cloths because I sew and I focus on toddler and baby stuff, but wanted me to make some burp cloths for a nautical boy theme room. And I thought I would do this as a fun little gift and a surprise. So I combined a couple of the transfers together, which was a lot of fun. So super easy, but very cute for a little nursery. So tonight, on with our project. I'm combining a couple of different mediums here. So I got this from, actually, it still had the cardboard corners and everything from a thrift store. I couldn't believe it. I mean, some of the stuff that people turn in is amazing. So it's got glass and it's got the insert in here already. So I've got that. And then I just happen to have this craft paper with gold hearts on it. Babette, thank you. Yay, Caitlin. So I happen to have, and Caitlin, I promise I'm still posting your class tonight, girl. I didn't forget about you because, you know, you scare me a little bit. Just kidding. Caitlin's my girl. Okay, so Yeah, so I've got the little gold hearts. So I plan on, because they kind of match, putting the little gold hearts inside of the frame. And then just for fun, we're going to do the transfer. Oh my God, my mother was right about everything. Love it. So I think it's just a funny little quirky sign, especially if you're raising a family like mine. It would be a lot of fun to give this to my mother. You know, we always have that sarcastic humor versus, well, we have lovey-dovey moments too, but sarcasm rates high in my household. So the great thing about this is I just have to center it on the craft paper, and I'm still going to use the chalk paste. So I don't know if I introduced myself. So I'm Mia with Chalk with Mia, although most of you guys who are on know me, but if anybody does the replay and doesn't know, I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And we have a lot of different products, but 3 main products. So we have transfers, and we call them transfers because they are like t-shirt transfers, and they've got this screen mesh inside, or this silk screen, let's say, where the transfer is. So that way it's a little different than a store-bought stencil. The ink or the paste doesn't tend to bleed as much with these transfers. The other great thing is if you take care of them, and like our friend Julie always says, you take care of your transfers, they'll take care of you. You can use them 10 to 20 times, depending upon the transfer and if you take care of them. So that's another fantastic thing about these products. So then, and this is what I love about my craft room, I've got all my pastes right here next to me and my disinfectant, everything. Oh, I'm so in love. Okay, so we have got, let me grab a couple of things here. So we have got a couple of products. So we've got the ink, okay, Chalk Couture ink, and that is permanent. So you can do that, like I'm gonna be doing some dish rags later, some towels, you know, with the ink. You can do it with shirts. I've done onesies. You can do a bunch of stuff with the ink, pretty much anything, pillowcases, all that stuff. And then we've got Chalkology paste, okay, and I've got a little sticker on it, but it is paste, and this is a 2-ounce container. They're converting everything to 3 ounce. Once the 2 ounces are gone, they're all gonna be 3 ounce, which is this Mama Jama size, okay? And this is only permanent for as long as you want it. So I think you guys can see this Happy Easter sign right here behind me. I did not seal that. You can seal it with polyurethane, which would make it permanent forever, but I didn't seal that one. So I'll probably do a Facebook Live where I clean that one off and then I put something new on it. That's the other thing I love about this product is if you make a mistake, you can just clean it off and start over. Or if a season ends and you get tired of that sign, you can change up your decor or whatever you want to do. So that's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So, oh, thanks, Babette. Good night. Your show pictures looked fantastic, by the way. I'm excited to hear about how it went. I hope it was super successful for you. So Babette is also an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and she was at a craft fair today. So with a designer, if anybody's ever interested in, you know, crafting and being creative, you can join the company and you can do whatever, you run it the way you want. You can sell your finished products like what we're going to do tonight. You can sell the actual products, and you can go to craft fairs and craft shows and all that stuff. So a lot of fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to make it so that it's just that it's centered on all of these hearts, so it's not, you know, completely crooked. I'm hoping this will show up. Okay, so all I've done is I've laid it on the piece of paper, and I'm really hoping it doesn't stick too much. I haven't done paper before. I know some people have, but I have not. And then I'm going to take one of these squeegees. It's a Chalk Couture squeegee, and I'm not going to push too hard. This sticking to my paper too much. I want to be able to pull it up. Okay. Hopefully this worked, guys. If not, we might be having my transfer right on here. Hey, Mrs. Barnett, how are you? All the way from South Carolina. I love it. Okay, so for all of those who just joined, I'm doing a Mother's Day gift. It says, OMG, my mother was right about everything. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Brenda. Thanks for saying I've never done it on paper, and I'm really hoping that this transfer pulls up. Okay, I've seen other people do it. All right, so y'all are going to be my guinea pigs. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to do the everything in bright, I call it jungle red, bright red. And I will do the OMG, everything else, I think in black, because I want it to pop out. And because there's so much browns and golds going on, I'm thinking I need something that's going to be very, very kind of bright. Thanks, Brenda. I'm excited. Hey, waxing a piece. Cindy, you might want to clarify your message. Cindy is the Dixie Belle chalk paint rep, and she refinishes beautiful, beautiful furniture. If anybody wants to see her stuff, you can go to Twisted Art and More on Facebook. It's a little boutique where I sell my stuff and she sells her stuff, and see some of it. And Caitlin does too. Caitlin's a artist and does really awesome stuff. So, all right, so this is what we've got. We've got our Chalkology paste. I have got, this one's a little low, but I probably have enough. I've got this little water bottle, squirt bottle, because sometimes when you don't use it enough, it just gets a little, mix some water in it and mix it up. Now don't squirt your water over top of your project, because like I said, our chalk paste is chalk based, and water will make it speckle and start. While I mix this up, you want it to be like a yogurt consistency, or if you guys don't eat yogurt like I don't, I would say like a marshmallow fluff or something like that, some consistency like that. So this Chalkology paste, or chalk paste, the great thing about it is it's chalk based. So think of like, now Mrs. Burnett, you'll know this, you were a teacher, the chalkboards in your classroom. So you design something or you write something on your chalkboard, but as soon as you wipe your hands across it, it streaks or it goes away or you lose what it is. This is similar in the sense that I can write something or stencil something on a transfer, and it will stay as long as I want. So for instance, here, I'll do this one too. So I did this sign called join, it says join my team, but I didn't seal it because I was like, oh, if I ever decide to do it on a larger sign, I will. But look, this is the chalk paste. It's not going anywhere. It literally, hey, Sandy, hey, Julie, it literally just stays. But if I took a disinfectant wipe or some warm water and cleaned it, it would be completely clean, and I could do a brand new transfer on it. So that's the great thing. So that's why we don't want to squirt water above our projects, because then it'll start to get the paste to pull up. Okay, so I think I've got this to a good enough consistency. Oh, I left all my water in the other room. Usually I have a tin of water where I will then dump the transfer and all of my stuff into, because that's the other thing, because it is chalk based, it dries fairly quickly, and we don't want it to dry on our mediums, because then then you can't pull it up. All right, so I'm going to get the red one ready too, because we're going to have to move kind of quickly, and get my other squeegee ready. And we're going to see if this works. I'm so excited. I love this transfer, and I haven't used it yet, but I was anticipating for Mother's Day, I can make a really, really Mother's Day project. If you guys just joined us, you heard me say, sarcasm goes a long way in my family. Sentiments do. This is just a funny saying. Oh my God, my mother was right about everything, because how many of us growing up think our mothers are cuckoo, and then we get into our mid-20s, maybe it takes you to your 30s, whatever, but eventually you realize, yeah, she was right. She had it down. Okay, so, hey, Sandy. Okay, so, all right, so what I'm going to do is I take one of the squeegees, and I'm going to take one of my smaller ones. So they come this size, okay? I cut them in half, and then sometimes I even cut this one in half again, because you don't have such a big space you're needing. So to butter bread, you can do this, okay? So I take the paste. Hopefully you guys can kind of see this. And I just dab it as generous as you want with this paste, because we're going to take all of the excess and put it right back in the jar. That's the other thing I love about this product, is there's not a whole lot of waste with it. So I am just covering this area. And what I'll probably do is start to pull it up before I get to the red. I want it drying. And I think dragging this across like a shovel, I'm just getting all of the excess off. Look at all of that excess. I don't drop it on my table. But, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I drop it on my table. I don't want to drop it on my project. Because it comes, all of us designers say, it's just chalk. We can erase it and start all over. So let me get some of this excess off, and then I'm going to pull it up, hopefully. and hopefully it'll look good. Okay, so this is going to take me a little bit. Usually I show you guys as I'm pulling it up, but since it's paper, it's a lot stickier, and I don't want to rip the paper, so I don't want to hold this up and do it. Oh, it did pull my paper up a little bit, but that's okay. The point is here. Maybe I should have waxed. So usually we wax our mediums before we use them, because we want the chalk to stick, but we don't want the transfer to stick. And so the wax, this is so cute. This is looking good. And what I can do is I can always, okay, so what I'll show you guys is I'll go back and fix it later by redoing it, but you can see it pulled up on the O in the mother a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll lay the transfer back down, and I'll fill that in with some of the ink. So I'm going to move quickly, because I know some of you designers are going, oh my gosh, get that in water and cover your paste. I mean, it does dry kind of quickly, but let's get this red going, and you guys can see what this looks like. All right, so, okay. I just blew red everywhere. I probably did. All right. So for people who don't think that they're very creative, I'm going to tell you, this product is fantastic, because it kind of lays, like being creative and kind of decorating and putting stuff together. You can mix and match transfers. You still have to pick the colors, the layout, how you're going to, you know, what mediums you're going to put it. It makes it a lot of fun in that way, but you don't have to have such a steady hand and a perfect handwriting skill to do it, which is great for me, because I can tell you, I do not have very pretty handwriting without really trying. And yeah, so my paper did come up a little bit. I probably should have waxed, but overall, and I'm going to get this in water soon. Very, very, very soon. And see, what I do is I'll clean that transfer off, and then I will reuse it again later. All right, so I'm going to, let me see, and I've got black paper. Okay, so I'm going to get some scissors, and I'm going to cut this paper, and then I'll put it in the frame. And I'll probably go back and fix the areas where the paper picked up just a little bit. Kind of what, you know, is available and what can be done with Chalk Couture. It's so much fun. And you never know, I might go back on live tonight. I mean, now that I have my own craft room, I said, I'm never going to leave this room. My husband probably should have thought about that before he gave me my own space. Or maybe that was his plan. I don't know. That was probably his plan. Okay, so now that I've got this here, let me do a little bit of taping. I had tape in my stash next to me. Tape. And tape. Okay. And voila. we have a gift. And so you guys can see, now what I might end up doing is, again, doing it on a different medium because maybe the hearts are a little distracting. I don't know. But not a lot lost if I do decide to do it on something else because, I mean, how long has this taken us? I've been on air for 20 minutes. I spent the first 10, maybe 5 or 10 gabbing with you guys. So I don't know. It's just perfect. I love it. So if you guys have any Mother's Day ideas or you're looking for some gifts or something fun, I mean, I can do, like I said, I've got nursery items. This is a nautical themed nursery I'm doing. I've got, she leaves a little wherever she goes, and I put sparkle glitter on this word sparkle. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so cute. I love glitter. I mean, the Happy Easter sign here in the back, whole bunch of stuff. So the options are endless. I just wanted to do this really quick so you guys could kind of see the project. What I'll probably do is if I redo it on something else, I'll still post a picture of it so you guys can see it. But anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight, and you never know, I might be back on tonight, I might be back on tomorrow. It's kind of crazy sometimes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I will probably see you